Somewhere, just a few miles in from the central coast of California, nestled on a hill among several different species of majestic oak trees is a house. In that house is a room full of snakes. In that room full of snakes sits a man. A man so big in his own mind that he had to narrate his own introduction.
With a nice glass of whiskey.
The moon is in the 7th house. The earth has aligned with the sun. It's time for the Brian Cusco live stream.
Top of the evening, friends and family. How you wonderful, beautiful people doing out there tonight? Welcome to the Brian Cusco live stream. I am Brian Cusco, your host, and we're going to do a live stream right here, right now. Some of you guys are going to win some stuff. Some of you guys are going to not win some stuff. But all of you guys are going to have a chance to do so. Thank you guys for being here. Chat, folks, welcome for being thank you for being here early. Serpent Eclipse Reptiles, of course, my buddy Adler is going to be with us at the Pomona Reptile Super Show this weekend. Jessica's Reptile Room, Clistia, Gerald, Luke, Tim and Intrepid, Strictly Strange, Jack over Python Addiction, Luke Friedel. All you guys, thank you guys for being here so much. H&B Reptiles, Lance Kirkman. Yeah. Great times. Thank you guys for being here again. Crow Fleming, yes. So we're going to do this week. Well, first, I'm getting ahead of myself here. I'm getting way ahead of myself. Let's just, first off, jump into the channel sponsors and say thank you to them. Redline Shipping. If you are not using Redline Shipping right now, well, you should probably think about it if you're shipping snakes, because you can actually start building up credits, or you get like rewards points, and that's pretty cool. And they're awesome over there. We'll be seeing them at the Pomona Reptile Show this weekend as well. And then, of course, Morph Market is another channel sponsor, and that's where most people find me to get snakes from us. And it's a great spot where you can, instead of going through Craigslist or something sketchy like that, you can, research the person you're getting a snake from first. And, yeah, you'll see more about Morph Market on this channel than you have as you watch this channel. You guys have seen it. And, of course, OG channel sponsors, Freedom Breeder. Gonna be hey, I couldn't hear that in my headphones. Did it make a loud noise for you guys? I probably forgot to turn it on the monitor. Anyway, yeah, those guys will be at the Daytona show, and I'll be with them at the Daytona show the weekend after the coming weekend. This weekend, the next weekend after. That's which weekend that is. Cool, good, rock and roll. My cousin's in here rocking the coconuts. Kingdom Minded is in here rocking the yes. All right, I think that's it. I think so. From there, we are going to not do trivia this week. We're just going to do 2 rounds of 20 questions because A, we don't have all the time in the world. B, I think I'm bringing on a guest. If she makes it home from traffic in time to jump on here, we will see. I will get a text message and we will know, and we'll do that if that's the case. If not, if for some reason she doesn't get home in time to jump on, which is fine, we can have her on next week, and then maybe we will do some trivia right off the top of my head. Nothing pre-prepared. You guys we'll just feel it out, and we'll just do it. And then people will win. So if you've not tuned in for a round of 20 questions yet, it looks like a lot of people I recognize have been here for 20 questions. But if this is your first time participating in a round of 20 questions, and by the way, I probably forgot to mention this too. I always forget to mention things. If you get what I'm thinking correctly, then you are going to get a free membership to US ARC, paid by us. And if you already have a membership and you still win, you can choose somebody else who doesn't have one yet to get one in your place. Lots of folks have done that. A handful of folks have done that already. And, of course, if you drop a super chat, you'll go on our list. A super chat of $10 or more, $10 increments. Every $10 increment will get you a number on a list, and then we'll draw from that list. And once your name goes on the list after you super chatted, it stays on this list that I've kept for the last 3 months, which is almost longer than I've kept anything that's written on a piece of paper at this point. And I still have it. It's amazing. We got people like my buddy Matt Bernardin, Adler's on here, Lisa Farina. We got 319 Reptiles, Rami Gurgis, Reptile Super Show, Martin, Riley Jimison, Chris Sutton. We got all kinds of cool folks. Tony Boucher, AJ jumped on last week. Add your name to the list if you super chat. It's pretty easy. It's right there. Also, let's do 20 questions. Okay, so here's the basic. If this is your first time playing 20 questions with us, it usually works the same with most people, I think. But you basically ask yes or no questions, and I will answer yes or no. I won't answer specific answers. It's either yes or no, and from there we will figure out if you guess what I'm thinking or not. I recommend questions that are like, start out big questions like, is it a thing or is it a place or is it a person? Think like big and then slowly narrow yourself down in. I'm still trying to teach my immediate family how to do this. It's like, start out big questions. Don't start off with things like, is it a coconut fiber? Like, no, it's not. It's not a coconut fiber. And now you're going to have to guess every other thing in the world that's not a coconut fiber if that's your approach. Start wide, narrow it down in. That's your best chance for success as a group. So I'm here to help. All right. Yeah. Super Chad. I can't hear most things without hearing about Clint. Tim, if that makes any sense. Tim from Intrepid Exotic says, I can't hear the word super chat without hearing Clint's super chat squeak. Yeah, I'm with you. Again, I can't. Most things I hear make me think about Clint. It's not weird. Also, stand-up comedy. I don't do it. So let's start off. I've got it in my head. Well, I had it in my head. Actually, you know what? Noah, who I dropped off with his grandparents this morning, or this afternoon, I guess it turned out to be, he donated into my brain what the first 20 questions thing is going to be. And yes, Callisti Robinson, it is a thing. Gerald Crabtree, it is not an animal. It's not poop, Michael Cusco. Baby's awesome. Baby's smiling up a storm, JKR. Thanks for asking. It is not animal related, David Hinks. Or I'm just going to say, I should just say no. I'll say no. Yes or no questions. That's the rules, right? Yes or no? No. No, it is not food, David Hinks. Jessica's Reptile Room, no, it is not instrumental. 319 Reptiles, it is not edible. Well, it depends on your definition of instrumental also, I would say, Jessica. It's not an instrument. So let's just say that. I've yes or no questions, Cusco. Keep it together. Okay. Is it a baby toy? Brotherhood Exotic Morphs Mark. No, it is not a baby toy. Kenny Ginn, is it a plant? No, it's not a plant. Is it a weapon? Kingdom Minded. No, it's not a weapon. Is it outside? Probably. I think most things are at this point. Yeah, I'd say it's outside. It's definitely not in here. Yeah, let's go ahead and say yes, it's outside. Is it a toy? No, it is not a toy. Does it fly? No, it does not fly. Is it music? No, it's not. Is it living? No, it's not living. Is it in a couch? I do not believe so. Is it religious? No. Is it a fossil? No. Is it usable? Absolutely. There we go. Thank you, Tim. These are the types of questions I like to start. That's what I'm talking about, these broad questions. Just start out and then work your way in. Intrepid Exotics asks, is it man-made? Yes, it is man-made. Brotherhood Exotic Morphs, is it a vehicle? No. Is it a reptile? No. Is it a chicken coop? No. I like the way you spelled coop on that, too. It makes me, all of a sudden I see a chicken just all cruising down the road. Do. Is it a rock? No. Is it liquid? No. Is it dead? All right, I'll elaborate a little bit because no, it's not dead, but it was never alive, so it's not dead. Is it a lawnmower? I just like how specific that got. No, it's not a lawnmower. Is it something you use to eat with? No. Does it make noise? I mean, I make noise. This pen makes noise. So sure, it'll make noise. Not by itself. Okay. Dang, I'm gonna give some grace here on these and not just go strictly yes or no questions to help you guys along. But this is okay. We'll get there. It takes time. Is it a garden tool? No. OMG. LOL. No. Do people live in it? No. Can you put it in your hands? Yes. Does it move? This pen moves. I'm not saying it's the pen. All right, another not yes or no answer just for you guys. These are clues, by the way. When I give you guys an answer and it's not yes or no, you're getting a clue because I'm not saying just yes or no, and I'm expanding on the yes or no answer, which is technically a clue. So you guys are getting a bunch of clues. Does it move? It does not move on its own, but you can move it. I mean, you can move most things. Put your mind to it. Is it reptile oriented? No. Does it hold water? No. LMFAO? Huh? No. Is it a swimming pool? No. Is it man-made? Yes. We have gotten man-made. Is it made of metal? Yes, indeed. It is made of metal. LOL. No. Is it a tool? No. Is it a building? No. Is it something vehicle related? No. Can you defend yourself with it? Sure. Yeah, I can defend myself with air. I do it. Like, get away from me. Is it a fan? OMG, this is hilarious. Yes. Yes. Yes, it is. Does it move? Did we already answer that? I feel like we answered that already. I'm loving some of this. Is it something people use? Yes. Can you pick it up? Yes. Awesome content, brother. Watching you with the family. Keep up the good work and positivity. Yes. Is it a utensil? No. Is it a child's toy? No. Is it hard? Yes, it is hard. Being metal, it is quite hard. Is it a pen? No. Is it a bike? No. Is it a car? No. Is it nunchucks? No. Is it a bike? No. Can it seat 8? No. Is it a playground? No. Is it a maraschino cherry? No. A bike? No. Is it a sign? No. Swing set? No. So you guys have really started to narrow in a little deeper. You know, it was man-made. It's metal. Maybe think a little more broad with your questions, but we'll get there. Swing set? No, it's not a swing set. Does it have wheels? No. Is it a tricycle? No. Is it a sword? No. Is it a pipe? No. Is it a wheel? No. Can you dig things with it? I guess. Is it a metal bar? How about this? How about this? How about we go, bam, super chat from Kingdom Minded. Thank you, sis. You get, we'll skip ahead to your thing just because it caught my attention because it's all bright and highlighted and stuff. You know, it kind of happens. Is it a house? Good to see you too. It's not a house. Let me see if I can jump back in this chat and find where we're at here. Is it a bike? Can it see 8? Is it a maraschino? A metal maraschino cherry. Is it smaller than you? Could be. Is it a sword? No. Oh, tricycle. Is it a pipe? No. Does it have wheels? No. Is it a crying, laughing face? 4 of them? No. Is it a wheel? No. Can you jig things with it? Probably. Is it a metal bar? Let's go ahead and say that it could be a metal bar. Is it made for children to use? No. Shovel? No. Is it a pen? No. Hard to freaking guess. Yes. That is becoming more and more apparent by the minute. A statue? No. Is it a shovel? It could be. Okay. Hello from Rhode Island. Don't worry. If this goes on for a lot longer, I'll start giving like a more specific. I'll start giving some clues other than just answering the questions that are being asked. All right. We'll get there. Don't worry. I don't want to do this all night. I promise you. Baton? No. Is it a flashlight? No. Can you sit on it? Yeah, you could sit on it. Is it weights? No. Is it a hammer? No. Is it commonly used daily? You know, I don't think so. Maybe at one point in time, but not today. Can you eat with it? I guess. Is it a playground? No. Is it a golf club? No. Is it a round? Not necessarily. Is it a boat? No. Is it a barbell? No. Is it a sign logo? Numbo. Chair. Scooter. Does it float? No. What am I sipping on? I can answer that. Heaven Hill, Bottled and Bond, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. This bourbon is 7 years old, according to the label. 7 years old. It says right there. Snake hook? No. Electronic? No. Crowbar? No. Is it gold? No. A spade? No. A gutter down spade? Is it a ring? No. Is it on your property? No. Is it a bench? No. Do I sit on it? No. Is it a bar stool? No. Is it a grill? No. Is it farm equipment? No. Is it a knife? No. Is it a baseball hat? No. I'm just gonna put this out here again for those. I know I hate to sound like a broken record, and I really hate to, you know, like try and tell you guys how to play, but the broader the questions, you know, we got a lot of questions like, is it a shovel? Is it electronic? Electronics more broad. I'll give you that. It was electronic. That's a more broad question. That's a good question. Is it a crowbar? That's a little more narrow. You know, is a snake hook also narrow? So like, there's specific things we haven't even figured out. Like, all we know for sure so far is that it is man-made and it's metal. Other than that, like, yeah, and now we know it's not electronic. So that was a good question. But you want to ask like less specific. It's not a tool. It's not sports related. It's not an aluminum baseball bat. It's not a metal detector. It's not a microphone. Is it something more common in antiquity? I like that question. And I'm going to go ahead and say, yeah. It was way more common in antiquity than in today's age. Age, there's a clue. Age may make you think, you may associate the word age with what it is. Remember, this is something coming from Noah. So yeah, it's definitely more common in antiquity. I just like saying that. You can't sit on it. I mean, you can sit on it. You can sit on it. Sorry, I don't know if I was clear that you can sit on it. Sure. And you can move it. Metal. Not necessarily a bar. Is it obsolete? Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to laugh about that one because like it's just like funny. Like, and maybe this is a clue, you know? Oh, what? Dude. All right, guys. Okay. All right, listen here. We can't have my cousin coming in here winning all the stuff. I know we're like genetically related and all that, but he just came in. He picked up, I guess, maybe that's genetic. Maybe it's cheating. I guess it's cheating kind of because like not only are we related, but we do have a similar, I think the relation thing has to do, like, there's a small bladder. There's a lot of things that line up, it's like the bathroom stops are going to be lined up and stuff because of that. And apparently also, like, if I say something like age, yeah, from antiquity and age, yeah, you associate the word age with it. I mean, in my brain, I hear age, and that's like one of the things I think of, especially if it's metal and man-made, and I think age. Metal, man-made, age. What would that be? Let me see. So yeah, it was kind of a more broad thing. I'm hoping you guys have either seen his comment in the chat. It's pretty obvious he's my cousin because we have the same last name. It is also obvious that we might have to kick him off of these live streams, because he's just in here like dominating. Last week, he got this is I don't know. I'm sorry, but this is just what happens when you get multiple Cuscos in a room. We tend to dominate, even apparently across the internet. It's just, he won. He actually gave away all of his wins. Like, I think he won all of them last. No, Jillian. I don't know. I know he won at least 2 of the questions last week, just by I don't know what. And it wasn't because we're related, but anyway, yeah, bronze. It's just bronze. The answer to the first 20 questions thing was bronze, and it's just that's the answer. I don't know what else to say about it. That was correct. That's it right there, bronze. I even put the little thing. That's why I laughed at 319 Reptiles when he said, "Is it obsolete?" That made me think of like whoever comes in third place. Those people, those third placers, it's like, you're not gold, you're not silver, you're bronze. Are you obsolete? Yeah, I guess so. Like, do we really need third place? We could just keep it to first and second, and third place just move along and try again next time. Anyway, yeah, it's metal and it's bronze. And Noah we learned a lot about bronze this morning because we wanted to make sure we had our facts correct, with bronze being made from copper and tin and all that, and knowing that tin is actually an element, which I somehow spaced my brain. I just thought tin was another man-made metal, but bronze is a metal. Bronze is a metal that is made from combining copper with another metal, most often tin. Back in it's guessed like ancient Sumer, that's when they started merging those two metals together, and it was more strong than copper. And that wasn't copper at the time, I guess, was the strongest metal that they had access to. And then when they combined it with tin, they made a stronger metal. Hence the Bronze Age, where they started making more sturdy weapons and whatnot out of bronze. And there's a whole Bronze Age, which is at the beginning of like recorded history, basically. Yeah, copper and tin. It's pretty neat stuff. Not very specific, but it's bronze, and that's the answer. And that's the thing about 20 questions. You can think about anything. It is not required to be specific. You could literally, but the more specific you get, sometimes the harder. But also, that's why you want to start going broad, because somebody might have something like people. People, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of people, just that, people. And so you got to ask the right questions. Like, is it man-made? Obviously not. Is it a person? See, and that's where it's kind of tough sometimes to answer questions. Because if you were thinking people, and people was the thing you were thinking, and somebody asks, is it a person? Like, well, no, it's people. So how do you answer that? Yes, it's a person-ish, but it's lots of them. Anyway, my cousin won. He doesn't have a USARK membership, so guess what? He's getting that. He's got a lot of plumbing snakes and whatnot, so he needs to make sure those get protected by USARK. So he's getting a USARK membership. We need as many people to have USARK memberships as possible. especially if they have plumbing snakes. Because plumbing snakes are overlooked in the reptile community. You know that? I've never heard anybody in the reptile community talk about plumbing snakes. And those are very crucial to unwind your drain. And if the legislation gets too out of hand, plumbing snakes will probably get included within that overreaching jurisdiction of making snake keeping illegal everywhere. Next thing you know, your toilet's flooded, and you can't do anything about it because we've legislated away all snakes, including snakes used for plumbing. So because of that reason, I'm not allowing my cousin to pass off his win this time like he did with every other win he did last week. And he is getting USARK membership officially. There we go. But don't worry, not to worry and not to fret, because since we didn't have time or just completely spaced doing the USARK giveaway last week, we are going to do a second round of 20 questions right here, right now, tonight, immediately, starting now. So boom. Yes, he does have to email me. You're right. Thank you, Jack. Thank you for, yes. See, this is why Jack and I get along, because he's a man that follows the rules. We follow rules around here. Cuzzo, you got email me, dude. I don't care if you live on the other side of the fence down the street. bcusco@me.com. You want your USARK membership, you got to email me. It's right there. You got to email me you don't have to do it now. That's not one of the requisites, but you do have to email me. So, there it is. You know what to do with it? You send me one from yours saying, hey, I'd like my USARK membership now, please. Thank you very much. It's a win to me. It doesn't matter who wins it, as long as we have a new USARK member after every live stream. And we're going to do 2 on this one to make up for last week. So there we go. How about that? That sounds wonderful to me. Does it sound wonderful to you? If it doesn't, you might be tripping. Okay. That's it. Let's do another one. Okay. I have got it locked in my brain. Let's move along. Let's do it. Number 2. It's 20 questions. Number 2. I've got it all chalked up, ready to go. And we're starting off with, is it in my home? No. Is it paper? Nope. I'm not going to go as easy on you guys this time, even though that one seemed to be a little bit harder. Is it an animal? No. Is it living? No. Is it animal related? Yes, it is. Yes, indeed. It is animal related. It is not a person. Oh, Fishy Plumber, by the way, I sent you an email earlier for your thing. Is it a place? Is it made of wood? No. Is it mineral? No. Is it a place? Yes, it is a place. I would refer to it as a place. A place, a place. Is it used on mammals? No. Is it a snake? No. Serpenticlips reptiles. Is it reptile related? Yes. Is it an animal enclosure? No. Was it once living? No. Is it something an animal can live in? No. Is it a rack? No. Was it living? No. Is it a tool? No. Woohoo, made it home. All right, Amy Brunner, Amy Brunner. It is reptile related, indeed. It is not a snake room. Ding, 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 ding. Luke Friedel coming in. Pop! Reptile Super Show. That's exactly. I was thinking about it so hard that I actually thought about it before and made sure I had the logo ready to just pop up on the screen, because that was indeed what I was thinking. Reptile Super Show. Good job, Luke Friedel. So again, if you do not have a USARK membership, well, guess what you do now? If you do already have a USARK membership, you can do one of 2 things. We can renew it when the time comes, or you can pass it on to someone else. Either way, you got to email me here so that we can stay in contact about it. The email is very important, because otherwise it slips my mind and then it falls away and we never hear about it ever again, even though I do have it written down here. So there is another reminder I've got going right here. So we do have that at least, but you need to email me. Otherwise, I'll never look at this piece of paper. And that's it. I mean, is that fun? Is that good? We're having a good time. People are winning USARK memberships and like other stuff, and yeah, Animal Cons in September. Yeah, good guess. Brian Gundy was going to say that. Brian Gundy, are you coming to the Reptile Super Show? Because that would be awesome. Yeah, thinking of Pomona. I was also thinking of Pomona, since it is this weekend, Reptile Super Show, Pomona Reptile Super Show. This weekend, Gonna be fun. I mean, that's the first reptile super show I ever went to, so I mean, why wouldn't that be fun? I could think of, I guess, reasons why it wouldn't be fun, but we're not gonna do any of those. We're just gonna do the fun ones. What's up, Oz? And now comes the part where Amy made it home. She did jump on the chat. Amy, are you sitting? Are you in the backstage? She's logged in. All right, guys. Amy was our guest. No, was selected from our list of super chatters last week to be our guest this week. So we're gonna bring her on just shortly here. I'm gonna get her all set up backstage, and while we're setting her up backstage, you guys are going to enjoy a wonderful Time Warp Tuesday. Time Warp Tuesday is something we've been doing when we have a guest on so that we have time to set up backstage and get it all nice and crispy for you guys live. So this is going to be a day. This is actually from the year 2017. On August 8th, 2017, this is what was happening on this channel right here. And you guys are going to have a nice watch of that while I get Amy set up backstage, and then we'll come right back after you guys enjoy this flashback from 6 years ago, and then we'll be back. Here you go. Time Warp Tuesday. Enjoy.
Peace screaming. What him does he think you do? Up peace screaming. Peace screaming. And him is a stinky poo. What you doing? Are you trying to strap in yourself? Do you need some help?
Dada.
You need help?
Dada.
You need some help from Daddy? Noah Sage Cam. Can you see my face?
Yeah.
Really? Well, it doesn't look like it. It looks like you're pointed way off into the distance. All right. Well, if you say you can see my face, I guess you can see my face. Can you see Eli's face?
Yeah.
Yeah. We are headed out to Grandma and Grandpa's house. We're gonna head north about 3 hours, and we just kind of decided last night, hey, let's go check them out, because my mom just got back from Belgium a couple days ago, so that's one of the main reasons we're going up. Also, we haven't been up there in a little while, so let's go.
We are scared.
Your hair looks kind of funny right now. It still looks funny. Do you want to tell us what you know?
I know. Water.
What about water?
That it's for drinking.
Anything else?
That cleaning water is only for washing hands.
Okay. Bless you. Is that it?
Yep. Hi, Grandma.
Oh, it's just so hello everyone. Hello, camera. Ah, Betsy. Whoa! Grandpa's in the picture. Oh, let go of my arm. Oh, thank you very much.
You say you're going up on the curb and down the ramps?
I gotta go pee.
Okay. You can right here on your forehead? No. How about right here on your head? No. Come on, stop peeing. You want to see the pup? You want to see Grandpa? Yeah. How about here? Are you ready? No. On your neck? How about your neck? Oh, like a beautiful picture on your neck. Get her. Get her. Get her. No? Give me 10? 50? 65? 100? we decided to come out and let the boys get some bike riding action in. And Eli's starting to ride on the little two-wheeler. And hopefully we'll get him cruising on two wheels pretty soon too. No. Does that look tasty or what?
It's tasty. We already tried it.
Oh, you already tried it?
Yeah.
Cheaters.
Well, if it's a spoonful.
Mmm, dog food.
Oh, is that dog food? It looked like rice.
It's rice and chicken. Doggy dinner.
I'm sitting here playing guitar and all of a sudden this thing creeps up on me. I was not expecting that, but look back and see a red snake.
You mean the brown?
It's a red snake if I ever saw a red snake. So it got a little colder out than I thought it was gonna be. I'm here with my buddy Stacy, my good buddy Stacy. He's my parents' neighbor, and it's the end of the night. I know I didn't talk to you guys a bunch today, but I figured I talked enough in the last couple days that you didn't need to hear me. You didn't need to hear me talk too much anymore. Yeah, be about it, not talk about it, right? But Stacy's got a 3D printer that I had no idea anything about this 3D printer, and all of a sudden he's like, oh yeah, I got a 3D printer, blah, blah. We're gonna print something. It's gonna take a long time, so I won't actually have the footage of the printing of the thing, I don't think, but I'm gonna try to get him to record a video, and so hopefully sometime soon we can see a video of this 3D printer in action. Check out what we're gonna print. That's sweet or what? It's freaking awesome. give him a high five, Stace. Dude, that's gonna be sweet. That's crazy. Look at the detail on that thing.
No printout.
Wow. I can't believe, dude, I'm like, wow.
So it actually gives our temperatures here. It's all in Celsius. So 180 degrees out of 180. So right now it's trying to heat the bed. I am noticing. So what it's doing right now is a 9-piece homing. Checks 9 points on the bed to see what its distances are.
This thing's gonna take about 11 and a half hours or so, so we'll see if it actually works. Well, I guess we'll just have to see. Focus on the piecing. There you go.
Dude, I didn't even show the thing that we printed. That's ridiculous. You got it right. Yes, Oz. Yeah, Lampropeltis. Yeah, it's a Arizona mountain king snake. That was my dad's snake. It was kind of a joke. It didn't actually just crawl through. It was his pet snake. Actually, that snake is here with me now, being snake sat. Yeah. Why didn't we show the finished product of the snake? Maybe it wasn't. Oh, you can't hear me? Maybe it wasn't cool. Maybe it wasn't cool enough. Sorry, I was just turned really down. That's what happens when I do the switch over to the to bring it on our guest. But yeah, I don't know why we didn't show the finished product from 3D printing. That's super lame. I have no idea why that didn't happen. Lame. Sorry about that. I don't know what I was thinking. That was 6 years ago. Who knew what I was thinking? All right, we're gonna bring in our guest because we only got like 20 minutes left, and we want to make sure we get her some time in here. Yeah, rookie. That's right, Sasquatch. Ladies and gentlemen, Amy Brunner. Brunner.
Very German.
Yeah, more Brunner than all of the rest of the folks who were just Brune, right? Brunner.
Always spelled wrong, but that's all right. I'm used to it.
We need folks that are. We need to know, where are the Brunest? Where are they at? That's what I want to know.
Well, I'm in Portland, Oregon, and moved here when I was about 12. But I'm also originally from Northern California, and my grandparents used to live right around the corner from you, Brian. So I know the area well. But yeah, here in Portland now for last 29 years.
29 years. And what brings you here? How did you end up here?
Well, a few years back, well, I've always had animals. I've always had, typical story. I've always had all kinds of strange critters in my bedroom, hamsters and parakeets. And I had a baby skunk for a little while that I bought at the pet shop when it was legal. And then did school, went all over for school, so couldn't really do that. And a few years back, I'd say about 3 or 4 years, my son, who's about 16 now, can't believe that, said, Mom, can I have a bearded dragon? And I was like, I don't know what that is, actually. And I didn't think about it too much. And within a few months, it manifested. Just my physical therapist was talking about they had this rescued little baby Beardy that was starving and they hand fed it and help he needs to find a home for it or his wife is going to fall in love and never get rid of it. And I went, I'll take it. And after that, it was a ball python and then a blood python. And then it was, yeah, downhill from there.
Downhill. All right, so that's how
Yeah.
you ended up keeping snakes. Now how did you get from keeping snakes to here right now? I mean, like here, like you're here, like you're on the screen on this channel. Like how did I guess it's not too much of a mystery since we're just like super chatting folks and pulling people at random now, but it's not like you like petitioned to get here. How did you know? How did you get here? How did you end up right here? Let's go through the details of that.
You said somebody put my name in that hat and it was me. So that's why I'm here this minute. But no, I mean, I did a lot of research. I'm a doctor, so I've got to do all the research, about whatever animals I get. And I was doing a lot of YouTube videos. And of course, I ran across yours and been on the Discord and a lot of different other groups and a lot of names in here look really familiar, of course. And that's how I got here. Last week you said, you're next.
I did say that. That's accurate. I did say that. I'm looking at you now. I know I've got like there's so many places like I can see. Look at Amy over here on this screen. I look at Amy over here on this screen. I look at my camera over here where I right there where I'm like, hi guys, how you guys doing out there? And then I've got the camera over here where I'm actually looking at you. So I got 4 places to look, but sometimes it feels weird to like talk at you over here. Sometimes it feels weird to talk at you here because I'm not looking at my camera or actually seeing your face. It's just this little tiny black.
And I've got a window with YouTube, and it's like really behind what you and I are talking about.
That's fun though. It's fun. I like it. It's like technology is overwhelming, but also fun.
Exactly.
Dude, so you're a doctor. I mean, you're clearly awesome. Is there? Can I share? You've got some news that I think is really awesome. Can I share that with the?
I think so. I don't remember which news, but go ahead.
That's the spirit. I don't remember what it is. I told you over one of our Whiskey Wimps things, and
I know. Cheers.
Cheers. Let's before I spill that news, which I think is excellent. I think it's probably the best news I've heard. It's definitely the best news I heard all day. And anyway, let's go to some questions in the chat. We have one. I'm gonna go ahead and prompt. That's the word I'm looking for. Prompt. I'm gonna prompt other questions to come forth for Amy. My cousin, Mr. Michael Cusco, he wants to know what kind of doctor.
So I am an OBGYN by training. So delivered babies for 15 years or so. Stopped that in 2011 and then decided to do just general gynecology, but also more. So I got training in functional medicine. I'm not sure if you guys know what that is, but functional medicine, Oregon, we have a big population of naturopathic medicine trained physicians since we have the naturopathic college here. But functional is sort of like a combination of the traditional MD and ND. I want to help people with their, whole holistic healthcare, looking at the root cause of things, really kind of dive deeper than usual. I'm much more picky on what's normal levels. So I want people to be optimal, not normal. So that's kind of the basis.
Because normal is not good.
Normal is not necessarily your best, right? Normal means you're not dead.
Right?
So if your doc says you're normal, double check that.
So you got that, Cuzzo? She's a gynecologist that dives deeper into things.
Hormone specialist, menopause specialist, yeah. Yes, Sandy, I know we do need to talk. I saw your note.
Yeah, you guys need to talk. That's right. Normal means you're not dead. Is that just a specific like to this country? Is that a normal means you're not dead? Is that here or is that like worldwide doctorisms?
That's such a good question. I'm not sure. I do know that there are countries that are much more holistic in their health care. I know Germany tends to use a lot of homeopathic medicine and naturopathic medicine, but I haven't really researched it to see, more in depth. Canada, Sandy says as well. That's cool.
Here's a cool comment. How to scare an OBGYN. I'm 39.
Oh no, how scare? Oh yeah, how to scare it. Nice.
I'm 39, have not been to an OBGYN, and yes, I have a uterus.
I do virtual appointments too.
Sweet. Virtual. Wow. Maybe we could do one.
Yeah.
No.
Anytime.
I shouldn't do that.
No, I don't mind. But yeah, so doctor during the day, reptile enthusiast, and after work, and on the weekends, and every other hour.
Do you see those crossing somewhere, somehow, at some point? Like, do you think those two worlds will ever merge for you? Do you see that at all in your future?
For me, I know I would never want to be like a veterinarian. It's sort of similar idea. I never want to be a pediatrician. I just feel too much for them and would just be heartbroken to take care of sick kids and sick animals, even though I would do it, but not by choice, only if I have to, right? Too hard. I'm too empathic. But I think just caring for things in general is part of what brought me to medicine and to animals both. So even though I don't do it in a medical sense for animals, I still have that sense of I'm the mom for them all.
Awesome. Yeah. So have you been to a reptile show before?
I've been to local ones. And in fact, I'll be helping Lance at the next one here in Portland in a couple weeks. Hi, Lance. And then I did sign up for going to Tinley for my first time. It's my birthday present.
Dude, that's big. Going to Tinley, you should be excited. I mean, it's gonna be awesome. So, not only do you lovely folks get to see this person who is here now with us. I mean, you see your name in the chat all the time, and it's nice to like see you on the screen. I've seen you plenty of times on the screen, of course, because the after parties and whatnot. But it'll be great to finally meet you in person there, and then other folks. That it's just Tinley. I hope that everybody is going to Tinley that can, because it's just it's a cool show. And you should come down to this one too. You should come down to the Pomona show at some point. I
was actually really, really considering going to the Anaheim one, but it just didn't work out with my schedule. I didn't think enough ahead, to look at that. So maybe next year, because it's not that far away, right? I'm on the proper side of the country.
Yeah. Is this the right side? Oh, this is the left side. Oops.
So
do you have, or how many animals do you have, and do you have a favorite? Another question in the chat.
That is so hard. Oh my gosh. Well, some of the people in the chat already know because I just posted this today, but one of my snakes is missing. I know. I know. Well, unfortunately, it's been about a week and a half now.
Oh, dang it.
Yeah, so I'm very meticulously tearing apart my house room by room to see if she's hiding somewhere. I've actually put out, do you know what minnow traps are? They're like these metal, they kind of like clamshell-y kind of things, but they have holes in the end that are bigger the smaller, and so things go in, but they can't necessarily get out.
Oh, yeah.
So I have a couple of those with rats in them around the house to see if she'll go hunting and find them. We'll see. So that's my reticulated python, my super dwarf. But otherwise, I have 6 snakes, and I think I'm up to 7 lizards, a tortoise, a saltwater tank, a dog, a cat. You'll see the dog back and forth every once in a while. 12 chickens and a couple quail, and 2 boys.
Included in pets, definitely. Pets and animals.
Exactly.
Dang, I hope your snake turns up. It probably will. I had a snake that got out for half of my life every so often, and it always turned up. One time we actually, I like your rodent idea, because one time we actually kept the rodents that we would have been feeding the snake in the snake enclosure, because they're like, well, the snake's not here, so we can just keep these in here. And then one day, we came back and the snake was back in the enclosure,
and just full.
I know I've been leaving her enclosure open a little bit just in case. I have a Nest Cam that's on all the time on my mantle. In fact, I could even see her for a couple nights. I was actually out of town when she got out. And I could see her for a couple nights wandering around on top of the enclosures on the Nest Cam, and then not after that. But it's probably in a different room, I hope. So we'll see. We'll see. I'll keep looking up, down, under. I did have, I feel terrible, Mom, but I did have one other snake escape a while back, a faulty sliding screen top for one of those stupid enclosures. And she squeezed out the tiny little gap. 3 months, and she showed up on my counter one day. Yeah, so I'm hoping it'll be quicker than that. That was one of my doomerals.
Yep. We need to get you some more secure enclosures or something.
I have better ones now. That she was one of my first, so it was not a good learning experience.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Well, I mean, but you have a snake out now, so is it still an older? Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh at you. As somebody who has had has snakes loose, that's just I can only laugh because it happens, you know.
It happens.
And it's a bummer. And
but so many kids, you know.
Yeah, but it's great when they show up, and it's always usually hilarious when they show up. I mean,
yeah.
I think I've only ever had one snake not show back up ever out of like how many times a snake has gotten out of an enclosure, which is usually just something. I mean, they're secure, but what's not secure is the old brain. And sometimes you don't completely close something, or you don't put the thing back in that does the thing. And
I don't know if you can see it. So let's see if I can do this. So it was this enclosure, and it was open that much.
That's all it takes.
All it takes. And all my other snakes are chunky, fat, ground dwellers. Yeah. So having her be so thin and long was totally different. Well, she just squeezed right through.
She's smart enough to stay in the house, and she's gonna be all right. You know. Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
Well, shoot,
anyway,
Amy, I'm gonna.
What are other questions? Anything else?
There was a question about where did my thing go? Did I actually glide it over to? I have a whole thing where my chat shows up right there. It is. Okay. Tim Lee is a good show. Tim over in Intrepid Exotics asked, "Do you guys do after party zooms after all the lives?" Usually, almost always we do, and Amy is almost always there too. But tonight I will be missing from that one. You know what I could do before I run out of here is I could set one up and at least get you guys all locked in. Well, you guys can always just jump on the Discord and jump in the chat there if you guys wanted to have a little talk about me and like all my shortcomings. That would be a good time to do that. Is right after this.
Behind your back.
Yeah, behind my back when I'm not looking, and then like record it. And
you're doing something with your drums. What do you?
I've got 100. So today was.
He's like, don't get started.
It's just a lot of things took longer time. I should have known the type of stuff would happen, but I just I had to ship snakes today, which I did, and then I had to take my son to drop him off with his grandparents, and we met halfway in Santa Barbara, and then I had to pick up rodents on the way back, and then there's a lot of other things that I see. My main problem is I try to squeeze more hours into a day than actually exist. Yeah. That's what happens.
Day too.
It happens all the time. Like I do it almost every day, and I figured I would like learn how to not do that. And that's like right here. I got 4 minutes ago. I don't forget to let Tom and Rebecca know that if you're coming to dinner, RSVP here. That's not even today. That's like in a few days, and that I'm probably gonna overextend myself as well. It's just it's a problem. Amy, how do you? I need help.
I'm quite a bit older than you, and I still haven't figured it out yet either. So
okay, that makes me feel.
Let me know.
Thank you. Thank you. No, I literally. I mean, we were joking behind before you came on, but I literally barely got a shirt on in time to start the stream. Literally. I was just like, oh yeah, I need a shirt. I finally got it all set. I was like, okay, I need a shirt. I didn't need a shirt, but somebody requested in the chat before it started that I put on a shirt because I forgot I didn't have one on when I did the little Instagram live or Instagram story to promote the stream on YouTube.
That's great.
Anyway,
I love it.
It's one of those days where I need to basically in 4 minutes.
My TARDIS shirt on.
What is that?
It's a Doctor Who shirt with TARDIS in the art.
Oh, nice.
Sorry, I'm a nerd.
I just like the name, TARDIS. See,
TARDIS.
that's how I feel most days. TARDIS. I feel like that describes me.
You're a time machine.
The TARDIS.
People in the chat will know.
Yeah, Patreon, Discord. Get on there, and you guys can all talk about. Well, oh, but you know what we just before the stream started, Adler and I were in the chat here on this stream, talking about the fact that I was not gonna be able to do the Zoom call tonight, and we agreed, or I thought we both. I don't remember if he came with the idea or I came with the idea. Maybe it was a mutual merging of minds across the internet. But we're gonna do a makeup Zoom call so we don't lose out on this week completely on it. We're gonna do one at Pomona live, do a Zoom call there. So we'll do that for Patreon, and we can maybe even like go into I don't know what we'll do, but I know that we'll go do a Zoom call from Pomona, whether that's at some after party like we usually do here, or if it's like at somebody's booth, something like, or just wandering around the show maybe. We could be Sunday, like wandering on the show, because Saturday I've got to get a lot of footage for the thing, but Sunday I could like get the thing going. See, I'm getting called. See, we're 2 minutes from the thing, and I got everybody staring at me like it's time to go. I know you're not meaning to do that, but I'm already knowing that that's what has to happen. Nice. Oh, awesome.
Who is it?
There they go.
What are they doing?
They're doing stuff. The boys got a new little Sophie chew toy that we've gotten for all the kids so far. This little rubber giraffe named Sophie that everybody chews on. Oh yeah, sorry. Unless you were watching YouTube, you didn't see that.
No, I didn't.
Sorry.
That's okay. I have it in the other window.
My dog is apparently already trying to chew the chew toy of the baby and destroy it. This is the first time we've had a dog and a baby at the same time, so we'll see how all that goes.
Brave soul.
Yeah. Oh man. All right, Amy. Well, I'm gonna go wrap this thing up, but I appreciate you coming on, and we'll do lots of more fun things. Ooh, I'm gonna have you on a vlog when we're in Tinley, because it's gonna be the first time we actually get to meet. I feel like I already know you so well, which is awesome,
right?
Because you're freaking awesome. It's gonna be. I'm super stoked to finally meet in person, and we're gonna have to like.
The lady with the blue and purple hair.
I may or may not film while it happens. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I don't. It's just gonna depend on what's happening.
Alrighty, sounds like a plan.
Thank you for taking the time. I know it was a busy day for you as well, and I just appreciate you coming on and
that's
making
okay.
That.
This was perfect. Kind of transition into downtime.
Good.
I love it.
Good, awesome. Thanks again, Amy. And we'll see you back here on all the time.
Okay. Yeah. See you later.
Bing, 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 bing. All right, folks. That was Amy Brunner. Awesome lady. And before we get out of here, I think I should probably do what I always forget to do, and I'm not going to forget to do it tonight, which is I'm going to select randomly from our list who next week's guest will potentially be. Because, I can pick their number, but whether or not they're available is the question. And we'll find out. I'm just going to plug in the number that we need for the amount of people we have on the list already. And come on, let me do it, bro. Come on. I need to type in a different number than what you have there. Thank you. Randomize that sucker. What number we got? 22 is Jeffrey L. I didn't see you in the chat tonight, Jeffrey L, but we'll see if we can't put out some kind of post. Well, we can put out a post. I'll put out a post on YouTube here and see if we can't get in touch with Jeffrey L. And I wonder if that's Jeff Leverett. Because there's different, the funny thing is there's also another Amy B that comments all the time on the channel that I just found out is not Amy Brunner, another Amy B. So we'll figure it out. But you guys have yourselves a wonderful evening. And I'm sorry we're not doing after party tonight, but as you just heard, we're going to do a live Zoom call from Pomona this weekend to make up for that fact, because that's all I have to do is reptile stuff while I'm there, and it's going to be awesome. So you guys take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and thank you for watching the live stream. I hope you had